I am not saying that to say
This
that
ain't a rap song, it's red
women
pill rage.
aren't women.
This ain't a rap song, it's
I'm
red
just
pill
saying
rage. This ain't a
that
rap
those
song,
pussies
it's
that
red
they
pill
got.
rage. This ain't a rap song, it's red pill rage.
You know what I
It
mean?
used to be a time that fairy tales were true. The king and the queen and all the pills were blue. But then the pill changed, the red pill's the truth. Forget the married life, I got better things to do. Stack money, travel the world. When you're getting it like that, you can pick out a girl. When you chase your own dreams, you can become a squirrel. As many as you want, straight hair or curl. Single, ready to mingle. Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, I want you guys to go ahead and do me a huge favor and hit that like button right now. And then hit that subscribe button and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this video so we can continue to grow. All right, next I would not be talking about all women, even though it feels like it. And if you haven't subscribed to my second channel, Who is Anthony Spade? Life with Anthony Spade. The link is in the description. All right, today we're going to be reacting to a video and we're going to be reacting to a scenario of Dave Chappelle getting a lot of backlash for his latest stand-up comedy, Closure. All right, and in that stand-up comedy Closure, there were a couple of things that he said that people did not agree with. With no further ado, I'm just going to play a clip and then I'm going to come back and give commentary. Let's get to it.
I am not saying that to say that trans women aren't women. I am just saying that those pussies that they got, you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's not pussy, but that's like beyond pussy or impossible pussy. You know what I mean? It tastes like pussy, but that's not quite what it is it?
Now, the reason why Dave Chappelle is getting a lot of backlash for this, for one, is what a lot of people want to say. A lot of people have on their mind, why is the world being flipped upside down for acceptance? And what comes with acceptance is cancel culture. Now, psychologically, how did we get to this? It's simple. Everyone has become introverts. While you have become an introvert, you've spent more time on your phone. While you're on your phone, you're actually gaining more knowledge at a faster rate than what you can do in real life. So when you consume too much technology at one time and then you come back into real life becomes boring. This is why, like, if you talk to like Generation Z kids, whenever they go out somewhere, they always got to have their phone in front of them looking at it. Let's say like you're either going on a family trip, if you got cousins, sisters and brothers, little cousins, and you're going on family trips, whenever they have to interact, they get mad. But they'll rather just go somewhere and look at their phone. A lot of cases, you can only interact with these kids is if they're showing you something that's on their phone. But what the phone has done is the phone has told everyone that you could be whatever you want, whenever you want to be it, and the world just has to accept it. But the world is not accepting it the same way that it's being dished out on the internet. What we're trying to do is we're trying to take the acceptance world on the internet and we're trying to force it into reality. But when you're trying to force it into reality, it's not a natural chemistry that people have. So the longer you stay on the internet, the longer you stay tied into the matrix, the more you're going to believe in acceptance and you're going to accept all the LGBT community agendas. Pretty much any agenda that comes across, you will be able to fall for it, which is why you have people coming up with their own gender nowadays to be accepted. It's because it's all getting out of line. What Dave Chappelle was simply stating on Closure, he made a statement about DaBaby. Now, DaBaby is a rap artist that 2 years ago in the parking lot of Walmart, and this was also stated in Dave Chappelle's Closure, in the parking lot of Walmart, DaBaby had killed the man. All right. It was self-defense. The guy was trying to rob him. He had killed the man. And now, years later, DaBaby is a multi-selling artist, one of the biggest artists on the planet right now. But DaBaby was canceled just by making statements about not being gay. All right. He was at his concert. I think this was Rolling Loud. He says that if you're not gay, go ahead and give me a what's up, a shout out and scream. And everyone took that offensive. It's like, oh, you have something against gay people. People don't really have anything against gay people. What people have against the gays in the LGBT community is the simple fact that you're trying to throw it in front of people. When they see you going into schools with little kids, with transgender men dressed up as drag, teaching your child about school, there's a problem. When parents are looking through their books and they're seeing all these homosexual stuff inside of their books, parents are starting to get scared. That is the main reason why a lot of people are looking at the LGBT community kind of funny. It isn't that you're different. It's just that you're trying to press your feelings onto someone else. And what Dave Chappelle is strictly saying is that you can kill somebody, but if you was to say that you're not gay, that's more disrespectful than you actually killing somebody, which is a bad thing. For people to actually feel like that, like, oh, you could tell somebody you're not gay and it hurts worse than you actually killing somebody. Well, that's how people are because we're in a sensitive state. When it comes to death nowadays, people are numb to the death part and they're trying to make everybody numb to the LGBT community. They're trying to make everybody. They want women to only be with women, men to only be with men, to make the elites that's pushing the agenda feel comfortable. What is this doing? This is throwing the world completely out of whack. Why is it throwing it out of whack? It's simple. A lot of trans people and a lot of people on that side are not bad people, but they're battling insecurities that even if everybody accepted it, you still wouldn't get over it. I have a trans friend and they're always going through problems. Even if it's not racism, even if it's no one even saying anything about it, it's just being emotionally confused. Being a woman trapped inside of a man's body or thinking that you're a woman trapped inside of a man's body, but everyone views you as a man, but you're walking around feeling different, that hurts. That's a different type of insecurity. That's just like if someone kept talking to me like I was white and I know I'm black, but they just kept talking to me, I would start feeling a certain way as well. This is why that community is very, 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 very sensitive. But the world is here to also be sensitive with the world. The only thing is that you just keep throwing it in people's face and forcing acceptance onto people. Everybody in the world does not like the opposite sex the same way that that community does. The only problem is if you say that you don't like what they like, you're in big trouble. But it's easier for you to kill somebody nowadays than for you to say that. Why is the emotion all over the place? It's simple. People have been in their phones too long. The matrix has taken over their brain. They do not know what life is like in reality, which is why when you go a lot of places in reality, the quality of life is down. And the reason why the quality of life is down is because people are only living for what they can present online. The average girl out here that's ugly, before she posts a picture online, she may sit in her room or she may sit in the bathroom for hours just to take that one little photo that she could put on social media that's going to make her day. And she doesn't care what the person down the street or the person at the gym or the person at her school thinks. What matters is the invisible people that are online. And that's where the world that we're at now. If you state what's obviously happening, you're the bad guy. Remember, we're living in a world where everything bad is good and everything good is bad. What Dave Chappelle is doing nothing but stating the truth, taking a chance as to why you can get canceled for doing the littlest things, but big things and bad things get ignored. Hopefully you guys are able to get the message behind the video. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista.